Hello students, this is the first day of our lecture in science and we are going to start the lesson that is nothing but the fourth lesson, that is current, electricity and magnetism. Now first, you should know what is current electricity. Whenever you are seeing the electricity we see in tube lights, in bulbs, in various appliances, this electricity is needed. Now we are going to study about the electricity current or current electricity and also the magnetism. Magnetism means what actually? The effect of the magnet is called as a magnetism. These all aspects and various cells all we are going to study in this lecture. Various types of the cells, their construction, their working, all these things we are going to study in this lecture. Before starting this lecture, a very important thing is that which constituents are present in an atom. We know that each and every substance is made up of atom. It contains various atoms, and when these atoms are bounded together, a particular substance is made, or you can say a particular substance gets its shape, or you can say its definite shape. Now, how this substance gets the definite shape, or how are these atoms attached to each other, that we are going to see. That means which constituents are present in the atoms which are forming the substance, that we are going to see. See here, an atom has a number of positively charged protons and negatively charged electrons. Whenever you see the structure of atom, you find that some of the positively charged particles and some of the negatively charged particles. The positively charged particles are nothing but the protons, and the negatively charged particles are nothing but the electrons. So an object does not show any charge though its atoms contains charged particles. We can say that atom is a neutral. Why it is neutral? Because it has both positive and negative charge. This positive and negative charges cancels the effect of each other. Therefore, we say that atom is nothing but a neutral particle. Now, therefore, we can say that plenty of electric charge is filled in objects around us. Now, there are various objects which are present around us. Now, these objects contains the plenty of an electric charge, means actually they are filled with an electric charge. Moreover, they consist the electric charge. What will happen if a glass rod is rubbed on the silk cloth? You may have here one question. If a glass rod is rubbed to a silk cloth, what will happen? How do objects get charged? You may also have a question. How the objects are going to be charged? What is static or what is moving charge? That also question you may have. Moving charges can get transferred from one object to the another object. That means whenever a particular object or particular substance is charged, means what? The charges are flowing through it, we can say. Now, these are all negatively charged. Next, whenever we come, moving negatively charged particles. The moving negatively charged particles are nothing but the electrons. Can this charge be made to flow? Now you may have one question. The electrons which are negatively charged, can be they made to flow from one place to the another place? Can electricity be made to flow like water flowing from higher to lower level? Whenever you see water flows from higher level to the lower level. Similarly, can the electricity flow from higher level to the lower level? This question you may have. The force is applied on a stationary object and then only its motion starts. That means what? Whenever a substance is in a stationary position, that means whenever it is at rest, it can only move or it can has its motion only when the force is applied on it. Now, we get current. Electrical conductors are made to flow. That means whenever we get a current, that current is allowed to flow from a conductor and that conductor can be charged. Now, what is actually electric current, or you can say current electricity? A large current flows when lightning takes place from cloud to the ground. You might have seen during the rainy season, there is a lightning or you can say thundering. At that time, the light from the clouds flows to the ground, or you can say touches the ground. Now, this contains a large amount of current and lightning takes place from a cloud to the ground. While sensation is left by us due to the microscopically small current flowing through the brain. At this time, you may feel some of the current is flowing throughout our brain, or you can say sometimes it happens like that something is going in our brain. That is also a flow of a current or flow of a charge that is present in our brain. There are neurotransmitters which are transferring the messages from one place to another place. Similarly, that of the, like you can say, like of the electricity. Next comes there, see, you are aware of current flowing through wires. Now, whenever you see that there are various wires connected to the various devices in your house. Now, these wires contains the electricity which flows from one place to another. The electric bulbs also lights due to the electric current. Then equipments are present in the house. There are various electric devices which are present in the house. These devices run only on the electric current. Now see, in electric cells of radio, there are also cells present in the radio or in the car battery. There also the current is produced. That means there is a flow of both negatively and positively charged, due to which these cells, or you can say the batteries, work because of these two particles. Next comes potential difference. Similar to the height of the waterfall. You know that a waterfall flows from higher potential to the lower potential, or you can say from greater height to the lower height. Now, whenever it is flowing, a temperature difference, whenever it is flowing, there is a, you can say, formation of a current, and also whenever there is a temperature difference of hot and cold bodies, this difference is called as a potential between 2 points. That means a water flowing from higher potential to lower potential is nothing but a potential difference between that 2 points, and a temperature which is flowing from hot bodies to the cold bodies. That is also one of the potential difference between that bodies. So potential difference is one of the interesting point to us in our lecture. Now, the next point we are going to study, that is nothing but a electrostatic potential. Now we know that the water is flowing. As water is liquid, it is flowing from one point to the another, or you can say from one place to the another. That means water or any liquid, it flows from higher level to the lower level. Now, whenever you see in case of heat, it also flows from higher level to the lower level. Now here, in case of a heat, it is considered that it flows from higher temperature to a body of a lower temperature. Similarly, there is a tendency of a positive charge to flow from higher electric level to lower electric level. That means what? This is a tendency of the positive charge. That means the positive charge itself flows from higher electric level to lower electric level. This electric level decides the direction. Now, the flowing of the charge, you can say, or the flowing of the charge or tendency of the charge decides the direction of the flow of the charges, and this is called as a electrostatic force. Now, next, in try this, you are given two figures, figure number 1 and figure number 2. In first figure you see that bulb is not glowed, but in second figure you see that the bulb is glowed. Now what is this actually process that we are going to see? See here, take connecting copper wires. You have to take two copper wires and connect it in an circuit. You want to connect it in an circuit as shown in figure. But whenever you observe that these wires are connected to a bulb, there no current is seen to flow in the bulb. Now here the current is not flown into the bulb. Now connect in the same circuit a 1.5 volt dry cell available in a market as shown in figure 2. Now, what is done here? See actually. In the second figure, a cell is connected. Here a cell is connected which you can bring it from a market and the circuit is completed as it is shown in figure. Now it will be realized. What will be realized? See here, after connecting the cell, the bulb starts to glow, or you can say the charge is flowing or the current is flowing in the circuit. Now what happens here actually? Electrons in the wire flow due to the PD, or you can say potential difference between two ends of the dry cell. Now whenever you are considering the dry cell, there are 2 points. One is negative point and one is positive point. And as we know, the potential difference contains, or you can say requires 2 points for having the difference. Here there are 2 points created. Now due to that the potential between 2 points of the dry cells are created. These flow from negative terminal of the cell to the positive terminal of the cell. Now these electrons, what they are doing? They are flowing from negative terminal to the positive terminal of the cell. That means conventional current flows in an opposite direction as shown in figure. You will learn it later. Now whenever you are seeing further, in figure first there is no current as there is no PD. Whenever you are seeing that in the first figure there is no glowing of a bulb, that means as there is a no cell, there is no potential difference created in this circuit. Therefore there is no glowing of the bulb. Current flows when there is a PD. We know that the current only flows when there is a PD. And whenever you see the second diagram, as there is a cell, there are 2 points created there. So there is a potential difference created. Therefore the electrons flow from one point, or you can say from one terminal to the another terminal. Now the unit of potential difference in SI system is nothing but volts, and these all things we are going to learn further. In this lecture we have studied about the potential difference, electrostatic force, what is atom actually, what are the charged particles, and also how the circuit glows whenever we connect a cell, and without cell how the bulb does not glow. These things we have studied today. Thank you.